backstage at Riot Fest Denver, and we're hanging out with Direct Hit. But I'd like to think that you're hanging out with me.
No.
Whatever that means.
No, it's fine, man.
You're hanging out with us.
You're cool.
Oh, okay.
I'm having a good time.
Yeah.
We're the only members of Direct Hit, too.
It's
Just the two of us.
It's really is.
Nick and Devin.
Yeah. All the credit.
Everything goes to us.
Everything is you.
In life and in this band.
Yeah.
And at this festival. We pretty much set this festival up.
Basically,
Really?
I'm Devin
Wow.
Riot Fest is my last name. It's pretty tight.
Oh yeah. I thought Mike Riot Fest did it all, but that's
No, he doesn't anymore. Not since I took
It's all you? Cool.
Yeah, it's me.
Hell yeah. So you guys are enjoying your Denver experience?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's tight.
I'm at, I don't even know if we're even like much higher up. We're just a little bit higher up, and I'm using that as my excuse for why it is that I'm all like fucked up right now and psyched on live music. So there's something about the near mountain air. It's awesome.
I like that every time, like a lot of the bands I've made it to see this weekend, I see you two backstage hanging out. Like you guys are like up there, you're excited you're here.
Oh yeah, man. I mean, that's the reason why we're playing.
Yeah, dude. This is like the coolest shit in the world.
Flown out to a festival, play, you know, and then watch all these cool bands that you've been watching since you were a kid.
If I went in a time machine and I went to Little Devin and I said, "You're gonna go out and play at Denver, Colorado at Riot Fest," he'd be like,
the Vandals are gonna play,
"Oh,
Rancid is gonna play, and Alpine
holy
Trio's
shit,
gonna play."
you're not a piece of crap. But I'd be like, "You don't know that." And then I sat back in the past. But either way, yeah, man, this is awesome. This is like the greatest thing.
But I'm very tired already. You have to stand and walk all day long, like a human being. Now, like what I usually do is just creep across the ground like an inchworm and moan the entire time until somebody moves me. So having to stand on my own 2 feet, literally.
Look, I put in our rider for a hover round, for 4 hover rounds, and we didn't get them.
Not even one?
Not even one.
I thought you ran this thing.
I do, but I guess I don't run hover round. You can't tell me how to do my job.
So what has been blowing your mind this? Like, who have you hung out with this weekend that you're like, holy shit, I can't believe I'm hanging out with? Pears.
Yeah, man.
Pears is the best band that's ever happened. So watch Pears and shut up.
I'd never gotten to see Joyce Manor before. That was awesome. They're a really cool band. I watched the Vandals too. That was awesome too.
I watched Les and Jake, and they still have it. I love that they still have it. They're amazing. Seen them about like 25 times. Still good. Still good, man. They still got it.
Do you remember your first Les and Jake time?
Do I? Yes, it was at the Rave in Milwaukee, in fact.
How long ago was that?
Oh God, like 12 to 15 years ago now.
So you've been at this a while.
Yeah, I've been a ska kid for a minute.
Would you say Les and Jake is your favorite band?
I wouldn't say
like in terms of like average over time.
Average over time, they would probably win in numbers. Absolutely. I've seen them the most. Really Fish is a close second. Les and Jake, I've seen more than any other band I've ever seen, and I love them. They always make me smile and always make me happy. So
the best.
Yeah.
Speaking of smiling and making me happy, or making people happy, one thing I like about Direct Hit is
a solid transition, by the way.
except for me stumbling over my words. One thing
hey, you guys want to sit in here too?
Hey, the rest of
We're talking to this camera. Come sit in.
Yeah.
Nothing.
I was answering questions.
I mean, if you got an extra beer.
Oh, he's scrubbing.
No, so welcome other gentlemen at Direct Hit.
Hey there.
We're just chatting to a microphone and a camera.
Okay.
Very good. I was just telling these gentlemen, the thing I like about your band is how much fun it looks like you guys are fucking having.
Oh man, we're great at pretending, aren't we?
It's really an awful time. It's like torture. Hanging out on stage and having 500 people tell you that you're incredible for a half an hour. Yeah, it's a really dumb time.
What time of day did you write these questions down?
About an hour ago.
Yeah. I don't know, what were we talking about?
There's nothing more fun than just playing tunes. I think we get to.
Yeah,
nice.
I mean, like, I've always said that if we aren't having fun, I don't think that we would be a band.
Yeah.
It's certainly not like we're getting paid a shitload. And it's certainly not like, I don't know.
We're not like, it's not a profession. It's not like we go home and go like, boy, do I need to learn how to play these power chords better. No, we never say that. We just get this weird opportunity to have a great time in front of people and receive some compensation, and for the most part we break even and go home. It's nice.
Well, another thing I like about you guys is that you guys kind of do whatever the fuck you want. Like, you make comic books, you make movies, you make concept records. You're not limited to doing the norm. You kind of go.
Yeah, I don't really think about music very often. It's like music is it's always been like just like a soundtrack kind of to life in general or something like that for me. And so like when the band kind of started and we started writing songs, it was always like pictures in my head, and then from a picture would come a lyric, and then from a lyric would come a song, something like that. So, I mean, I feel like probably everyone in our band we're not really influenced by other pop punk groups all that much. I think it's more just
like stuff we like.
Stuff we like. And so that naturally lends itself to making comics and movies and stuff like that.
It helps keep it fresh, you know? It's like, you could write the same pop punk song over and over again, but like you said, like, a lot of us don't really listen to that much pop punk music, so it's kind of like, you hear something like a metal song, it's like, oh, how can we incorporate that into, you know, this new song?
Yeah.
It's been fun writing a new album together. It's been great.
Yeah. So I have this vision of some 16-year-old little kid in the middle of nowhere watching this on YouTube, who's afraid to get up off the couch, off the computer, make something happen. Do you have any like advice for those kids? Like, I can imagine like myself, maybe you guys.
I think there's enough case studies now, man, where you can make music that's really good on your own. Personally, like I'd tell people, just don't wait. Like don't wait, or like don't have like some preconceived idea of what a band should be or how many people should be in it or anything like that. Just start making music.
Yeah, honestly, that kid doesn't even have to get off his computer anymore. Right? You can just, you know, find some people that he wants to write with and email stuff back and forth.
Suck as long as you can, because it'll make you suck less in the future.
Oh, yeah,
Dude, I played in emo and ska bands, and I suck less now than I did then, and I still suck. So I mean, that's what you get.
Oh, I'm sure.
But I mean, like I mean, I've heard stories about how like Andrew WK like basically made I Get Wet by himself, like just with a computer and a guitar. And I mean, if you have songs in your head, there's the means to will them into reality by yourself. You don't have to wait around for other people to do it. Fucking do it.
And then you guys got up, you did it, you're making this happen, you got to hang out and see Les and Jake and all this stuff, and maybe who knows who else kids.
Well, we didn't see Les and Jake.
I saw this.
Well, yeah.
He doesn't.
I didn't do that, no.
You watched the Dead Milkmen though, right?
I did. I just saw them in the dining room. That was wonderful.
Oh, that's cool.
They were dead.
How many free beers have you guys drank this week?
Too many.
I'm on like 4.
Dude, it's hot out. I've just been drinking water the whole time.
Yeah, it's the altitude thing. You can't pound them like you would in Wisconsin, but we do anyway.
Yeah. Lots of wine.
All right, guys. Satanic Singles just came out.
Yup.
How was it revisiting those old songs once again?
It took a real long time. Well, go ahead. You can be psyched about it.
Go ahead.
I think for everybody but me, it was pretty sweet, because I wasn't on any of those recordings, but like we've been playing some of the songs live. We did like a tour down to Fest last October. We played a bunch of those songs, so it was fun to be able to play those old songs, because like I was a fan of the band before I joined it, so it was fun to like play those songs and then to kind of re-record my take on it. So it was fun for me.
Oh yeah.
No, it was nerve-wracking. It was nerve-wracking because the songs already existed, and everyone on the internet hates anything new. So if you add anything new to something, they're instantly gonna hate it, and I was pretty freaked out.
When something already exists, then you have to do something that's like as equally as good as what already exists or better.
Yeah, it's due on our end. How about the two seniors here? Guys who started this shit.
Yeah, it was cool.
We never play those songs anymore, so it was fun getting to do that.
The biggest cool part, I mean, we've been playing songs from Brainless God for like 2 years now. It was cool to just have new material to play more than anything else. So being able to play new songs.
Captain Asshole, so, everyone write him a letter and say that we should play Captain Asshole.
Last Train Out. Let's rehash that one. We'll never do that.
So new album. What's the status on the new record?
Cancel.
We are.
That's a great name.
We're done with our part, so we don't have to do anything else.
Cool.
We're all done with it. And I mean, now it's just like,
it sounds super.
I don't know, whatever fucking magic they do on the back end.
It's amazing. It's gonna be awesome.
Is that Red Scare?
We don't know where it's gonna come out yet, so we're kind of waiting around.
The timeline.
Yeah. No, we've done. It's not that we don't like Red Scare. It's nothing like that. It's just we've done 2 records on Red Scare, and I think we probably spent more time working on this album than any other record I've worked on with any other band. I mean, we spent
a whole week of just like harmonies.
Yeah. We spent 2 weeks at a studio in Milwaukee called Bobby Peru Recording, which I helped run actually. Quick plug.
Oh, I was gonna fart into the microphone.
And then we spent another week in my house recording stuff too. So I mean, I've never spent like 3 weeks like just working like playing parts for an album. Like the last like Brainless God took a long time to make, but we weren't in the studio for 3 weeks. So I don't know. I really want to make sure that it gets the justice that it deserves. Nice. So
but then you guys are doing Chicago, Riot Fest Chicago.
Yep.
Toronto?
Not Toronto.
Nobody's doing Toronto.
They won't let us.
Oh yeah.
We're all
Toronto,
sex offenders. Yeah, we can't go.
All the cool bands are coming out of Toronto, man. That's what it is.
Up and all that.
Up and fucked up.
Yeah,
and
fuck.
Nats
Yeah,
and,
pop.
Love that.
And then the fest, of course, this year.
Yeah, we'll be doing that at the end of October too.
Right on. So. Anything else you want to throw out there before we go drink more beers?
No, man. Let's go do that. That sounds way more fun than talking.
Thanks, guys. It was a pleasure.
Thank you. Yeah. Thanks, man. See ya.